Hi, my name is Dr. Jen Anaker, and I'm the owner of Anaker Clinics of Chiropractic. Welcome back to our videos. We're so excited that you're here, looking again for more information to find for you, your family, and certainly also to pass on to your friends. So as we're headed into the warmer months, the temperatures are raising. Obviously, one concern is the sun, how much to get, when it's too much, and also what sunscreen to buy. So that's our topic for today, and certainly it fits into our platform where we're asking about wellness tips. My second platform is to talk about answering chiropractic questions, and the third one is to give you a little insight into some of the things that I do for my own healthcare. So as the temperature warms up, we're thinking about sunscreen. When should we apply? What should we buy? Etc. So with sunscreen, there's a few things to think about. Number one is that you want a clean product. Some of the sunscreens can have hormone disruptors, have carcinogens in them, and so certainly the website that I would lead you to take a look at is ewg.org, and it stands for environmentalworkinggroup.org. They have this great list that they publish every year to show you the cleanest sunscreens that are available. Now, even within a brand, they also have certain ones that they recommend versus other ones. I will give you a couple of the brand names, but certainly you're going to have to go onto that website to then take a look and see which ones that they have tested that are the cleanest sunscreens. So some ones that brands that I saw were Aveeno, Badger, Earth Mama, Burt's Bees, Jason's has one, the organic brand, Coppertone, Neutrogena, Banana Boat, Burt's Bees. Those were some of the ones that that they had said as far as product-wise or brand-wise, but certainly dive into which one of those is best. I will share with you when you're curious which one I've used over the years. This is one of their, the ones that's recommended, which is a Badger blend. And the thing that when you're looking at more of a natural sunscreen is that instead, well, it's water resistance, but it has zinc oxide in it, so it means you have to lather it in or rub it into your skin a little bit more, but certainly gives that, that covering for it. So a couple of tips about being in the sun. Certainly sunscreen is one of those things. And to be real honest with you, you have this thought process, I will say, is that how long are you going to be in the sun, when are you going to be in the sun, etc. If I'm just kind of out and about, or I'm going to be out in the sun maybe for a half hour or less, I'll be honest with you, I probably don't put sunscreen on. But if I'm going to the lake, going to the mountains, you know, somewhere we're going to be outside, direct sunlight all day long, different temperatures and times of the day, that's when I'm looking more so at putting sunscreen on, because you do need that vitamin D, and on average they talk about the vitamin D for people that have lighter skin, it might be more like 15-20 minutes of direct sunlight that you need every day, and then the darker the skin tones, the longer that you need to be in the sun. So somebody that has a darker skin tone would probably need more in the 30-minute category. So let's dive in also into a few more tips about thinking about this summer as we're out in the sun. Number one is don't get burnt. You know, do preventative measures, whether it's sunscreen and some of the other things that we're going to talk about. The more that your body gets burnt, the more that it increases the likelihood or the chances of cancer. So certainly be mindful of that. You know, I think we're in a great day and age where parents have a lot of things that they can think about for covering up, be it a hat, be it the swim shirts. Those are always great. Great options, or lighter pants, or, you know, just thinking about, again, covering the skin. Number three is finding shade. You know, if you're going to picnic under a tree, bring an umbrella to the beach, you know, making sure that you're finding a shaded source. Also, while I was doing the research when we're talking about kids, something to keep in mind is for those kids that are 6 months and under, that they actually, the melanin that you need to be able to, turn the sunlight into tan on your skin, that they don't have that yet. So that's a really important age to make sure they're in the shade, they're not being exposed to it, etc. The next one is to plan around the sun, the warmest time of the day, right? So that's usually the middle part of the day, noon to 2-ish. So maybe if you're going to go on a walk, we'll say go a little earlier in the morning, or certainly plan something later in the day so you're not in the heat of the day. Now, as far as a sunscreen goes, finding a sunscreen that's appropriate for the amount of time that you're going to be out or the need. And so they recommend between 15 to 50 SPFs and not having more than 50, because you might be under the false illusion that, hey, if I have a higher number that I'm going to be okay for a longer period of time. But truth be told, you can still burn even though you have that sunscreen on. So again, the number between 15 to 50. And then when you're looking for the sunscreen, one thing that the Environmental Working Group would lead you against, or not having products with it in it, is oxybenzone, which is a hormone disruptor. So nobody needs that. So making sure that the product that you're looking at for sunscreen does not have that hormone oxybenzone in it. And then the last one is reapplying often. You know, if you're going to spend the whole day in the sun, out on the lake, up in the mountains, whatever that might be, just making sure again that you're reapplying. So here's some information. Go to the Environmental Working Group. Be smart about, you know, what you're doing in the sun, how much time you're spending in the sun, you know, what kind of sunscreen you're putting on your body, and certainly have fun this summer. Enjoy your family. We're always looking for additional comments. So if you have questions or comments concerning sunscreen or other summer topics or topics in general, we'd love to hear them.